Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about concealer application techniques. There are two different basic application methods, and normally what I would do, and I don't have any concealer on today just yet because I'm going to do a demonstration, but normally what I would do is I would use a corrector type product directly on the dark circles, and then I would cover it with a concealer. And if you have any kind of dark circles that are, fairly intense, then this is the best application method to use. If you don't have bad dark circles, then you could probably get away with just using concealer, and you don't have to do the two-step method. However, there are two different ways of approaching this, and like I said, the way that I would normally do it, there is another way, and I'm going to demonstrate that today, and we're going to compare to see what the results are. You guys have seen my videos before, and so you know what it normally looks like when I'm all done. And for the longest time, the two products that I used was Benefit e.l.f. and Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And I decided yesterday, after looking at my dark circles, that I was going to go back to using these products because I feel like they're the two best things that I have found so far. I did really enjoy what I was using, which was the e.l.f. highlighter concealer product, but I think these are better. Now, I have light skin, so that's why I use the Benefit e.l.f. as a corrector. Because it's pink and that works best with light skin. However, if you have medium to dark skin or warm undertones, then you may want to go with a peach colored corrector because that's going to work better for you with your skin type. But for anybody who has light skin or really cool tone skin, a pink is going to work better. And then the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer is a nice creamy concealer. It blends really well into the skin. You don't want to use anything thick or heavy like, for example, MAC Studio Concealer or the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. Any of those concealers that come in a jar, those kind of concealers are better for covering blemishes. They're great at covering blemishes, but they're not so great for underneath your eyes because then it could get cakey. So instead of using the concealer method that I would normally use, what I'm going to do today is a method that I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this method was developed by Bobbi Brown, and it's the inverted triangle method where you apply quite a considerable amount of product in an inverted triangle where you actually come down onto the face. Believe it or not, I have never tried this before, and so we're going to find out together whether or not this method is effective or not, because for me, I always thought that just applying corrector and then concealer just on the dark circle area and maybe bringing it up just a little bit, I felt like that was the best application method. But I don't know. Maybe, she was right about the whole corrector concealer two-step method, so maybe the application method is also correct. Bobbi Brown is a very well-respected makeup artist in the industry, and I give her a lot of credit for being an innovator in the way she does things, and she has very specific ideas about what colors look good on people and what textures, and she's written a lot of really great books. I have her original book, the Bobbi Brown Makeup Manual, and whether you know how to do makeup or not, that is a fantastic book because you're going to get something out of it no matter what your level of knowledge is. Okay, so let's get started, and I'm going to do her method with the inverted triangle thing, and we'll see if the end result is better, the same, worse, whatever. Now, normally the way I was doing it, I would have to do my concealer first, and then I put all my other things on top. Can't do it that way today because if I did her method, it would probably mess up all my other makeup. So what I have on so far for products is I have face primer and foundation, and then I had to stop after that and not use powder or blush or bronzer or highlight or anything like that, because where we're going to be putting these products, it would mess it up. And then I used eyeshadow primer, eyeshadows, mascara just on the top, my brow powder. And I have on my lip definer and some lip gloss. And all the products that I'm wearing right now will be listed in the description box. But I'm going to do my concealer in this alternate method that I was talking about. And then when I'm finished with that, I'll go back and I'll do my powder, blush, contour, highlight, and then I'll finish my eye makeup right here. I don't think I'm going to do all those steps on camera though. This is more or less just to see how well this method is going to cover my dark circles. So I'm going to start with the Benefit Ooh La Lift. And there isn't much left in here, so I may have to go get my backup brand new one to get enough product. But I'm gonna start by putting this on. I'm just gonna blend this with my finger. We're just gonna start by putting that right on the dark circle. And just blend that right into the dark circle. Then I'm going to take some Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm in the color Fair. You always want to go one shade lighter for the concealer, because normally for foundations I would be like light or something like that, so Fair would be the next step down. I don't know what people do that wear fair colored foundation, because you know there wouldn't be anything smaller. I am going to use a concealer brush to blend this in because I don't feel like your finger would probably do a good job. So we're gonna go over the dark circle, but then we're gonna take it down so I end up with like a triangle there. This is really awkward because I'm on the webcam, so you know what? I think I'm gonna grab my makeup mirror because everything is reversed with the webcam. So let's use the mirror. That way we'll get accurate results. And another difference between this method and the method I would normally use is she does recommend using a light layer of powder over it. And I wouldn't normally powder over my concealer. And this is also way more product than what I would normally use. I usually use just a tiny amount. So it should be very interesting to see what the end result of this is. that area right along the lower lash line there. It's kind of a tough area to blend out. Yeah, it for some reason it quit recording, so I'll just add this clip onto the other one and we should be all set. Just take over from where we left off. Okay, so I've got the concealer on my face blended in, and hopefully I'll be able to do the powder part just with the webcam. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. We really won't know until the powder is on, because I know that's definitely part of the step there. So I didn't powder any of my foundation yet either, so I might as well just do all of that. In a way, this might be easier because normally I try to avoid that concealer area when I powder. Okay, so there is the difference, and I feel like, boy, especially this eye right here, it pretty much completely covered it. This one here, you can still see the shadow, because this eye, it has to do with the way I sleep and the way the fluids drain from my head at night when I'm laying down. My dark circles are more or less allergy related, but I feel like it probably does cover the circles better, but at the same time, it looks a lot more artificial to me. I mean, that's the whole idea with makeup, right? But I don't know. I'm not sure whether I like this better or not. It really makes that whole area very white, and it matches my forehead better, but it almost makes it look like I'm wearing a mask in a sense, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me finish my makeup, and then you'll see what it would normally look like. Let's see. For blush, I think I'll use my Bare Minerals blush in Fruit Cocktail. And a MAC 129 brush. Maybe once I have the blush on, won't look so much like I'm wearing a mask. And I better get my makeup mirror out because things could go horribly wrong with this blush. It's a bright color. Okay, and I use Maybelline Fit Me bronzer in light bronze, and an e.l.f. Small stippling brush. Whoa, I don't know if you guys can hear that thunder. Yeah, I've been having problems with my internet connection. I've been having problems with my electricity in general. We've been having power outages that last just for like a minute at a time, but then if I'm uploading to YouTube, it kills the internet connection and I have to start all over again. So the electric department has been out there almost every day trying to solve this problem, but I don't think they can figure out what the problem is. Okay, now I'm going to use a little bit of e.l.f. Booster Highlight Powder in Shimmer. And I just dust that right along the tops of my cheeks. Okay, so that's the rest of my face products, and I'll finish doing my eyes later. I usually do a little something down here along the lower lash line, but you know what? Now that I have the blush and highlight and contour on, I think it looks more complete, whereas before it kind of looked like I had that white mask right there. It definitely covers the dark circles better, and that's the whole objective, right? So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at my old videos and see how it looks along that face area there with the darkness, but definitely looks better on this side. So maybe next time I could just put maybe a little more product here, and then it would look more even. But yeah, this dark circle is always going to be worse than this one because this is where the fluid collects at night. So anyways, yeah, that's the comparison between the two methods, and right now I'm going to give the edge to this method because it does seem to do a better job at covering. That side still looks pretty lousy though. I don't know, maybe if I really pack on a lot more product on that side next time, and I don't know. I just was very curious and wanted to find out the same time as you guys. So that is it. Those are the two different methods. I mean, you guys have seen me do my other method many times, and I would have to give this the edge. I think the coverage on this is obviously better, but using a lot more product. And I don't know if I like the idea of using powder in that eye area because that's going to end up increasing fine lines and stuff. So I don't know. All right, I'll let you go and you can draw your own conclusions. Bye.